19 forgotten household gadgets that were in every 80s home. In the 1980s, American kitchens underwent a transformation, embracing a wave of technological innovations that redefined domestic life. Let's take a trip down memory lane to a 1980s kitchen. We'll explore the classic gadgets that powered our childhood meals and see how they stack up against the smart technology in your home. Microwave oven. The microwave oven, a staple in modern kitchens, was invented in 1945 by American engineer Percy Spencer. While working with radar technology, Spencer noticed a candy bar melting in his pocket, leading to the discovery of microwave cooking. In 1947, Raytheon introduced the first commercial microwave oven. The radar range, which was nearly 6 feet tall and weighed 750 pounds. It wasn't until 1967 that Amana produced a countertop model suitable for home use. By the 1980s, microwaves became increasingly popular in American households due to their convenience and time-saving benefits. Coffee maker. The rise of electric drip coffee makers in the 1970s and 1980s reshaped American mornings. In 1972, North American Systems introduced the iconic Mr. Coffee, designed to brew water at an optimal 200 degrees just shy of a full boil, producing smoother, less bitter brews compared to percolators. Celebrity endorsements from Joe DiMaggio helped the brand explode in popularity, selling over 1 million units by 1974 and capturing half the US Muddies market by 1979. By the 1980s, nearly every kitchen countertop had one, transforming coffee making into a quick, everyday ritual. Although modern espresso machines and pod-based systems now dominate, those early drip makers remain beloved symbols of DIY morning comfort. Blender. The kitchen blender, born with a 1922 patent by Stephen Poplawski, became a household essential in the US by the 1980s. It had evolved from basic mixers into powerful multi-speed devices used for smoothies, purees, and even medical nutrition. Its reliability even aided vaccine development. Famous brands like Waring perfected the blender into a robust countertop staple, and by mid-century, it had cemented its place in family kitchens. While today's market favors versatile food processors and smart kitchen systems, the classic blender still evokes nostalgia for simpler culinary rituals. Toaster. By the 1980s, the classic pop-up toaster was a mainstay of American kitchens. Charles Streit's 1921 invention of the pop-up mechanism eliminated burnt toast. And by the mid-20th century, brands like Toastmaster, Sunbeam, Black & Decker, and Oster were producing colorful, heat-resistant models with wider slots to fit bagels and thick-cut bread. These durable, no-frills appliances delivered reliable breakfasts year after year. While modern smart toasters and toaster ovens now offer programmable features and multifunctionality, those vintage pop-up toasters remain nostalgic icons of simple efficiency and family morning routines. Electric can opener. Electric can openers became widespread in US homes during the 1980s, especially households that relied heavily on canned food. A key advancement was the side-cutting mechanism introduced in the 1980s, which safely removed lids without jagged edges. Brands like Unico, Procter Silex, GE, and Sunbeam produced freestanding and under-cabinet models in retro colors, often featuring integrated knife sharpeners and magnetized lid lifters. Although pull-tab cans and improved manual openers eventually replaced them, many fondly remember these reliable appliances for their noisy but dependable convenience during meal prep. What is your favorite 80s gadget? Or is there anything you still use at home? Share your story in the comments below. VCR, VHS player and recorder. The VHS format VCR defined home entertainment in America during the 1980s. By 1980, VHS captured over 60% of the US video market, a figure that rose to 90% by 1987 as families flocked to rental stores like Blockbuster to watch real movies at home. VCRs allowed users to record television broadcasts and rewind memorable moments, transforming passive TV watching into an interactive experience. They remained dominant until DVDs and streaming services emerged in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Though nearly obsolete now, the VCR lives on as a cultural symbol of analog nostalgia and the rise of DIY home video. Cordless phone. Cordless phones were a breakthrough in the early 1980s, making waves in American homes. With analog transmission technology, they allowed users to roam freely while on calls, a stark contrast to corded handsets tethered to a single spot. Sales surged from just 50,000 units in 1980 to over 1 million by 1982, highlighting their fast adoption and convenience. Though analog cordless phones raised privacy concerns and eventually gave way to digital and mobile phones, they paved the way for wireless communication in domestic spaces and remain a nostalgic reminder of technological progress before smartphones. Stereo system. A quality stereo system complete with a turntable, cassette deck, FM tuner, amplifier, and speakers was the centerpiece of many American homes in the 1980s. These hi-fi setups, often accompanied by graphic equalizers and rich vinyl collections, became social hubs for music lovers. Magazine ads and catalogs of the era advertised these systems as must-have entertainment centers for listening parties and family gatherings. Though compact discs, MP3 players, and streaming have since taken over, audiophiles and nostalgic listeners still cherish these analog systems for their warm sound, tactile controls, and physical connection to music. Clothes iron. In the 1980s, a sturdy metal-based electric iron was a household essential across US homes. These irons offered adjustable heat settings for fabrics like cotton, wool, and nylon, and before automatic steam models were widely available, users often applied water spray or a damp cloth for wrinkle removal. The standard electric iron, with its simple thermostat, heavy sole plate, and manual ironing board setup, was favored for its reliability and practicality. Today's steam irons and upright steamers dominate, offering faster and safer performance. Yet many still cherish those old-school irons for their simplicity and tactile ironing experience. As reflected in nostalgia threads, people often call old 1980s irons Sherman tanks for their durability and find ironing surprisingly meditative. Stand mixer. In the 1980s, stand mixers like KitchenAid and Sunbeam became indispensable in American kitchens. These appliances featured powerful motors and versatile attachments, allowing home cooks to effortlessly mix, knead, and whip ingredients. KitchenAid's iconic design and array of colors made these mixers not only functional but also a stylish addition to the kitchen. The stand mixer revolutionized baking and meal preparation, enabling families to create everything from bread to desserts with ease. Today, while newer appliances have emerged, many still cherish their vintage stand mixers for their reliability and timeless appeal. When it comes to pure durability, do you think an 80s KitchenAid could hold its own against the newest models today? Comment 1 if you're on Team Vintage, and comment 2 if you're on Team Modern. Slow cooker crockpot. The crockpot has become a popular household appliance in the United States due to its slow cooking capabilities, saving time and energy. In particular, during the 1980s, the crockpot gained widespread popularity due to its convenient design and suitability for the busy lifestyles of families. Today, the crockpot continues to hold an important place in many households thanks to its slow cooking feature, energy efficiency, and ease of use. Modern versions are equipped with additional features such as remote control via applications, multiple cooking modes, and contemporary designs, making cooking more convenient and flexible. However, the crockpot has also experienced ups and downs during its development, from peak sales to competition from other cooking appliances like microwave ovens. Nevertheless, with continuous improvements and alignment with modern cooking needs, the crockpot remains a popular choice in many households. TV with rabbit ears antenna. Before the widespread adoption of cable and satellite TV, many American households relied on rabbit ears antennas to receive broadcast signals. These adjustable antennas allowed viewers to fine-tune reception for clearer picture quality. Families often gathered around their television sets, adjusting the antenna to catch their favorite shows. The rabbit ears antenna became a symbol of the pre-cable television era, evoking nostalgia for a time when watching TV required a bit more effort and patience. Trash compactor. In the 1980s, trash compactors were a common feature in American kitchens, offering a convenient solution for waste management. These appliances compressed household trash into smaller, more manageable sizes, reducing the frequency of garbage disposal. Brands like Whirlpool and Kenmore produced models that seamlessly integrated into kitchen cabinetry. However, as recycling practices became more prevalent and environmental concerns grew, the popularity of trash compactors waned. Today, they are less common, but some homeowners still appreciate their space-saving benefits. Rotary telephone. The rotary telephone was a ubiquitous presence in American homes during the 1980s, characterized by its circular dial and mechanical operation. It required users to rotate the dial to each digit of a phone number. Despite the introduction of push-button phones in the 1980s, many households continued to use rotary models due to their durability and simplicity. The tactile experience of dialing a number and the distinctive sound of the rotary mechanism evoke a sense of nostalgia for a bygone era of communication. Alarm clock. Alarm clocks in the 1980s were essential for waking up on time, featuring loud buzzers or AM/FM radios to rouse sleepers. Many models had snooze buttons and analog dials, offering a straightforward and reliable wake-up experience. Brands like Timex and Sony produced clocks that became household staples. With the rise of smartphones, traditional alarm clocks have seen a decline, but many still prefer them for their simplicity and effectiveness. The rhythmic ticking and the act of setting the alarm manually bring a sense of ritual to the morning routine. Food processor. The food processor revolutionized home cooking in the 1980s, with models like the Cuisinart becoming household names. Introduced in the early 1970s, the Cuisinart food processor gained widespread popularity in the 1980s, praised for its ability to chop, slice, and puree ingredients quickly and efficiently. Professional chefs and home cooks alike lauded its versatility, making it a staple in many kitchens. Despite the emergence of newer kitchen gadgets, the Cuisinart food processor remains a symbol of culinary innovation and continues to be cherished for its enduring quality and performance. Space heater. In the 1980s, space heaters became a popular solution for supplementing heat in American homes, especially in colder regions. Heaters such as oil-filled radiators, ceramic heaters, and fan-forced heaters provided heat to specific areas, reducing the need to heat the entire home. Brands such as DeLonghi and Honeywell offered efficient and convenient portable units. With advances in insulation and central heating, the use of space heaters has declined, but they remain a practical option for localized heating needs. Today, space heaters have evolved with modern features such as remote control via app, multiple heating modes, and modern designs, making heating more convenient and flexible. However, the use of space heaters requires following safety guidelines to avoid fire hazards and ensure energy efficiency. Electric fan. Before air conditioning became popular, electric fans were a staple in American homes in the 1980s, especially in hot climates. Fans such as box fans and oscillating pedestal fans were widely used to circulate air and reduce heat during the summer. Brands such as Lasco and Holmes produced models that were affordable, efficient, and easy to use. They were often placed in windows to draw in cool air from outside or push hot air out, creating a comfortable feeling for the user. While air conditioning has become more popular, many people still prefer electric fans because of their energy efficiency and the cooling feeling they provide. Today, electric fans have been improved with many modern features such as remote control, multiple wind modes, and modern design, making cooling more convenient and flexible. Refrigerators. Refrigerators in 1980s America were essential household appliances known for their large, boxy designs. Most models featured a top freezer compartment with a larger fridge section below. Common colors included white, beige, and pastel shades, reflecting the decade's style. These refrigerators had simple mechanical controls, usually knobs for temperature adjustment, and lacked advanced digital displays seen today. Energy efficiency was improving, but still less optimized compared to modern standards. Brands like Whirlpool, GE, and Frigidaire dominated the market, providing reliable cooling for families. Their sturdy build and classic look made them a lasting symbol of 1980s American kitchens. And that brings us to the end of our trip back to the 80s kitchen. It's amazing to see how much technology has changed our lives, but there's still something special about those old gadgets, isn't there? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss our next journey back in time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.